Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a wonderful day today. Today is May 2nd, 2025. If you're a professional driver, dispatcher, or anyone in the logistic world, this is something you need to pay attention to. Starting June 2025, truck drivers in the US could be placed out of service on a spot for not speeding, not for logbook violations, but for failing to demonstrate basic English proficiency. Beginning June 2025, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration will begin enforcing stricter compliance with existing federal regulations requiring commercial drivers to demonstrate sufficient English language skills. While the rule itself is not new, it's been part of the Code of Federal Regulations for years. State and federal inspectors will now have the authority to immediately place truck drivers out of service if they are unable to converse with inspectors, understand highway traffic signs in English, respond to official inquiries, and complete required reports and records. This move is intended to boost highway safety and improve communication during roadside inspections and emergency situations. The FMCSA emphasizes that language barriers can compromise the ability to comply with safety instructions or respond to hazardous situations quickly. Critics argue that enforcement could disproportionately affect immigrant drivers, many of whom play a vital role in the U.S. supply chain. Some transportation groups worry this could worsen the ongoing driver shortage, potentially disrupting freight delivery and increasing costs. On the other hand, supporters of the policy, including highway safety groups, say it's long overdue and necessary to maintain uniform safety standards. According to FMCA data, communication problems have contributed to misunderstandings during inspections and traffic stops, sometimes leading to avoidable violations or even accidents. John Hastings, a retired state trooper and now a transportation safety consultant, stated, "It's not about discrimination, it's about safety. If a driver can't understand instructions at an inspection site or in an emergency situation, that's a serious risk to everyone on the road."
Well, tonight, major controversy among truckers after an executive order is requiring them to pass English literacy tests.
The order puts specific focus on road safety. CBS News Miami's Iman Taylor joins us from a truck stop in Davie with reaction.
A federal law requiring English proficiency for commercial drivers already existed, but according to President Trump, it had not been enforced in years, and he claims that made the roads less safe. Russell Rocha has been a truck driver for 17 years.
We need to open the door to opportunity for everybody.
While he says there is a need for drivers, Rocha sees the logic behind the executive order signed by President Donald Trump on Monday.
So if you can't read or understand a certain sign that's a little dangerous, it could affect all of us.
The new order requires truckers to demonstrate proficiency using the English language before getting behind the wheel. According to the executive order, proficiency means drivers can read and understand traffic signs and communicate with traffic safety, border patrol, and agricultural checkpoints, as well as others.
Es una ley inefasta.
It's an awful law. Yoman Rivera told me.
En mis 15 años como camionero,
In my 15 years as truck driver, I never had an issue with English. Rivera claims he recognized the signs and communicated with officers with his limited English. First off, but according to Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, there are documented cases where drivers' inability to read signs and speak the language may have contributed to a series of fatal accidents.
We have to watch out for lives. I mean, that's most important, right? It depends on how many people are affected and how many people decide to exit the industry because of this.
Rivera says he's already seen many truck drivers putting their trucks on sale. He also says the consumer is the one who will suffer. Rocha agrees.
it would affect the consumer by not picking up on time, by not delivering on time, or in between transit from shipping to receiving.
So U.S. Secretary of Transportation will begin taking action to see who is not complying with the requirements 60 days from yesterday. Drivers who are found not in compliance could be taken out of service.
So, what does this mean for truckers and fleet operators? It's time to prepare now. Trucking companies are encouraged to offer language training and resources to help drivers meet the standard and stay on the road. Well, as June 2025 fastly approach, we'll continue to monitor how this rule is enforced and what impact it has on the industry. Well, as usual, thank you for visiting Hello Today. Please like, share, and subscribe so you'll be notified when we upload the next video. This is Selena. Thanks for listening. Bye.